Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Pink Fresh Fridays, hosted by Joanne Bartel. And we'll all be using our Pink Fresh from our stash, or maybe even something new. I have, well, most of the papers here, the papers, are from Stay at Home. And then I have odds and ends that I accumulated through the years. I, well, that one piece with the squares. It is, I'm thinking maybe from the heart. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking maybe it is. But the other three are stay at home. And I'm going to scrap that picture of my granddaughter, Hope. And it was during the lockdown. She was FaceTiming me. She missed me. Yeah, so she colored. Well, I don't know if you call it colored or not. It looks more like she used an ink pen on it, and it says hugs and kisses. And she wanted to bring it to me, but of course she couldn't. So my son got the phone out and she FaceTimed me and showed me what she made me. The big bear in the coloring book is me, and the little one is her. Now, that paper I fussy cut out of, it was just a little on the busy side. And the only reason I have figured it out, the only reason I like the B sides of the paper because I like to embellish so much, and it's harder to embellish on papers that are already covered. So I cut parts of it out and went ahead and put them on this page. And yeah, I am going to embellish. Take my word for it, I am. My title's going to be The Very Magic, because I pulled that from one of those stickers, and that's very old Pink Fresh. The Very Magic Through FaceTime will be hope during lockdown. Now, the hope in the papers, and I only have the papers from that collection, is, having hope during the lockdown, etc. But my granddaughter's name is Hope, so I'm kind of playing off of that. So I will be using hope twice on here. That one background paper had lots of words on there, and I thought, surely I can figure a title out with those words. So that's why I'm cutting them apart and putting them on here. And the FaceTime is from Oh What Fun. And I really don't even remember where the magic's from. I have a couple of those packages, and slowly I am working through them. I think they're so cute, but I either forget about them when I could actually have used them on the layout, or I have a hard time having the colors go with what I want. The word magic kind of blends in on the video, but in person it shows up pretty good. I am putting the dark blue behind them because there wasn't a whole lot of blue actually on this sheet of paper. I mean, there was like two circles that I actually used and had, well, three, because I did go ahead and find another one. And I used that scallop punch over to the right and punched it out. And you can see it laying right underneath the letters, but it will go on my layout. These alphas, I needed a little bit more to finish my layout, and they are not Pink Fresh, but I needed a little more words. There wasn't enough letters or words on that piece of paper. And apparently I had used both of my capital C's, and I wanted the word lockdown all in caps. So I used, let's see, what was it? No, there wasn't enough D's. I'd used the D's because I used a C and a B to make a D. That's what it was. Um, I fussy cut out some of the like icon things that was on those 2x2s on that one paper. And I cut two cameras out. I wasn't sure which one I'd end up using because they both had colors, that was in uh, those circles. But I wanted the one that would show up the best. And I finally decided the one with the teal in the background instead of the one that was peach, even though I was laying it on that larger circle. And I'm just going to kind of scatter everything around there. And I thought about just using I think it was the 2-inch punch to punch that out. And then I thought, oh, I'll have a different shape on here if I use the scallop. However, later I'm going to pull out I think I'm pretty sure it's called Let It Snow, a collection from a very long time ago. And it's not a full sheet, but it has like flowers on there, not snowflakes, but flowers. And so I had some already fussy cut out from a layout, and I'm going to use them on here. So I will have other shapes besides circle. Almost a circle, but other shapes besides a circle. Up here in the left-hand corner is just going to say, "You are Hope." And because she is Hope. So yeah. In fact, she is named after my mom, too. My mom is named Elsie, and so she was named Hope Elsie. Over the years, my enamel shapes have kind of gotten picked over, except for that one sheet. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and pull some blue hearts from there. But I am going to pull the blue hearts from the other sheet, too. So there will be lots of blue hearts on this layout. And I'm actually going to use some enamel dots too. There's not a whole lot of the white ones. Well, I think they're almost an off-white, but I'm going to end up using them on here. I just want to add something a little bit different on there besides the blue hearts. And don't you just love how big those packages are? I did when I bought them, and that's why I bought several. But they were just in with my enamel shapes until I started Pink Fresh Fridays, and I thought, well, I'm just going to move them over and save them for the Pink Fresh Fridays. And here's where I'm adding the little white ones here and there and kind of tucking them in. But while I'm doing that, I want to mention that down there below, you will find the links to everybody else that is doing the Pink Fresh Hop. And yeah, they'll either be using Pink Fresh from their stash or something new or both. They might be mixing both. I really appreciate these Pink Fresh Fridays because I've got quite a bit in my stash. I bought a warehouse box full once and then I had some already. So yeah, and this paper, like I said, all I have is the paper on this, but you know, the B side, oh, I love them and they go with all the other Pink Fresh. That's one good thing about Pink Fresh. You can kind of mix and match and put everything together. I decided I needed a bow on my layout. It's been a while since I put one on. So I pulled out my smaller bow punch. It's by Fiskars. And I'm just going to put it together and then put it right underneath the photo. Just add a little something there. It seemed a little bit on the bare side right there. And I don't know if y'all noticed because I was pretty fast, but I put the loops for the bow part on backwards and really quickly flipped it around. But yeah, it got glued and I went to put it on and realized it was backwards. It's a good thing I didn't have glue everywhere, but I got it on there right. I wasn't paying attention, but I got it on there right. And here's those flowers from um, the Let It Snow collection. And I fussy cut all of them out. Not today. I did fussy cut the other stuff out today, though. But they were left over from a different layout, and you know how it is. Sometimes I'll get to watching TV and just keep going and keep fussy cutting or keep die cutting one. And that's what I did that day. But they came in handy because I used all of them on this layout. I started putting them on here and I thought, well, I'll put a little one over there with my title. Well, it didn't look like it was going to work very well the way I had my title, so I moved my title around just a little bit and I like it a whole lot better that way. So it's a good thing I pulled these out to put them on there because that little bitty tiny, I'm not sure, well, it looks like a flower to me. It still don't look like no snowflake. Neither thing looks like a snowflake, but it went there. I moved that one heart that was right under my left hand and put it on top of the one flower, and then I tucked the little tiny flower underneath it just to have it, look like it has more dimension there. And this one I'm going to tuck underneath the scalloped one and just all I'm going to do is just tuck here and there. And of course, right away I decided each one of those flowers needed a heart on them. That's why I had to dig into the others. bunch of hearts. I'm not going to have quite enough to go around without doing it. I, let's see. Oh, I'm trying to decide. Most of the ones, I guess I pulled all the full ones the last time around because most of these are cut off on the edge, but that makes them twice as good for tucking because you don't feel guilty about tucking something under there if it's not all there anyway. However, when I get done tucking and putting on the edge of my paper, I will have a full one left and it's going to get cut in half. But I'm going to use both halves. So it's still all good. And you can all see why I can't use the A side of the paper because, and that's why I fussy cut just part of it out because I put so much on there, that I gotta have some blank places to put those things. And technically, I stopped twice thinking I was done. But then I thought of something else to do and just kept going both times. And have you all ever noticed how many pairs of scissors I can end up on my table before I get done? If I don't see it right away, I have to pull out another pair because I don't want to stop and take the time to keep looking for them. So sometimes I have seriously ended up with 4 pair on my table before I get done with my layout. If I own more, I might have more. Well, I do have a pair that I have reserved for cloth. And most of the time I end up using my Tim Holtz, but every now and then, like if it's ribbon, I'll use my cloth one. But I do think I'm about done with my layout. Yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, let's hope during the lockdown wanting to come see her mama. And I sure wanted to see her too. They did break out though. Yeah, before it was over, they broke out. And I do have those photos still to scrap and haven't done it yet. But yeah, they broke out and showed up in my yard with posters. It was so cute. I wasn't the only one they visited though. But there's my piece together title, my long piece together title. And yeah, I love FaceTime. I still get FaceTimed a lot. That's one of my favorite things. If they have to tell me something, they want to do it FaceTime, not just over the telephone. So yeah, I love FaceTime. But that's it. That's my layout. If you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. And thank you all for watching my video today. Have fun on the hop. Check out all the links down there below. Have a happy scrappy week. Bye.